Hey people, we're back here at our 1898 house that we did a few weeks ago. We checked in at the front door, make sure it was okay to go in the backyard like he had said, and he said absolutely, go for it. So we are here in the backyard. It's a smaller yard, but Dalton thinks it's possible that it doesn't have any fill in it, so we might be able to get down to older stuff. So alrighty gang, I was chasing a 17, 18, 19 signal here that said it was deep. I was hoping we were going for a Indian, but gang, we just got our first find of the day, a cylinder part of a old cap gun. It's got some scroll work and fancy on it. Alrighty, first little part of a relic today.
Princess Pat.
And Mr. Dalton comes over, thinks he has a compact, and he says yes it is. It's a Princess Pat. That is excellent. It's got both parts. Yep, top and bottom. Got the hinge.
Good shape.
It is. We won't try and open it right now, guys, because we don't have good success with that, but we'll try and show you more of that later. Nice. Relic out of the backyard. Okay gang, somehow this 1898 property goes in between two other properties, and he told Dalton that this was his too and we could do it. Pretty trashy back here, but Mr. Dalton's hammering it pretty good, and just got our first weedy. He says it's a 51D, but we'll take that right now. It's been rough sledding this morning, guys. Kicked off a permission in 15 minutes, and nothing really great on our 1890's yet till they're compact. Alrighty gang, I had a really screaming 31 signal here for what would normally be a silver quarter, but as you can see, that big huge round thing, I'm going to assume it's going to be an aluminum token.
Yachting?
A yachting token?
USA Olympics, yachting, Atlanta.
That was what, 2004, 2006?
1990 something.
96, okay. Cool gang, an Olympic yachting token from 1996. That's unusual. Yep, Atlanta yachting token. Oh yeah, and it's got the Olympic rings on the back. USA. Oh, these might have been the ones that were offered in the cereal boxes. Well, that's pretty wild back here. Does that say General Mills? General Mills products. So yep, alrighty, cool. Alrighty, good people, I'm over here at the edge of this narrow area where it goes into the rest of the backyard, and that's where I got that Olympic token. And right here gang, I got me an old lock. Not sure how old it is, but another relic. Hey gang, I got another zinc penny reading here, but we're hoping one of them eventually turns out to be an IHP. I couldn't find it. It was in the clump. It came out as a piece of metal, and as I cleaned it off, I saw 2 points sticking out, and then I realized they were ears to a bunny rabbit head. And gang, right there, it says sterling. You can see it. I got me a little piece of silver jewelry.
Look at that. That's
makes
cool.
up for the day. Does it say it on both ears? Yeah, what does it say on that side? Does it say sterling on that side too?
I think it's a maker's mark.
There we go. A sterling rabbit's head for the day, gang.
Look at that.
I know. We'll clean that up, baby, up nice. I've never seen anything like that before with the 2 ears. I just got to make sure I don't break that ear. All right. Oh, hey, gang, that house right here on the corner with this perfect side yard was our first permission this morning, 1924 residents. And guys, it happens, but we pulled up and big biker guy, big bearded biker guy opened the door. He's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Find any treasure, I'll split it with you. And we're like, this is great. And we were doing it, and the neighbor walked over and said, hey, who are these guys? They from the county looking for pipes? And he said, no, they're treasure hunters. And he's like, oh, well, they're digging holes in your yard, messing up the grass. And he goes, and I said, no, sir. I said, we're putting the plugs back in exactly they came out. You can't even tell. And then he walked away. And then about 5 minutes later, he comes over, and this guy from across the street says, wrap it up, boys. And I said, sir, I don't even know who you are. And he goes, I own this house. And I'm like, okie dokie. And my wife doesn't want you digging holes in the grass. Alrighty. So 15 minutes, guys, we were kicked off that property by a guy that didn't even give me permission. All right, on to the next. Okay, gang, as you can see, we're here at the marina at our waterfront marina park, which is right there. Dalton says, let's go get a V-nickel. I hope we find something good, because he's a little bummed out, guys, after our Thursday down there at the church grounds that are about 50 miles south of us. That was such a phenomenal day with Park Rat Pat. He's having to get him psyched up today. Alrighty, we're going to go out here and find something good then. Alrighty, guys, Mr. Dalton had a deep 1819 here, as you can see by his hole. First thing he pulled out was a nail, and then this green coin, which we haven't even picked up yet. That's got to be
an Indian.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I see it.
You got your brush?
No, I don't have anything.
You can see where the nail was leaning up against it to make that green spot. Here, you don't like rubbing it, so. Oh, you slob. You slob.
Oh, is it an 18 something?
1888.
All right.
1888. Is that what you got?
Yep.
Nice job, sir. Nice job. Boom. 1888 coin. Another 1800s coin out of this park, gang. Just when we thought it was hunted out. Nope, not with Mr. Dalton here. Well, gang, it's not an 1888 Indian head, but people are just leaving me money. Nice new shiny state quarter along with, what was that, lip balm? Yeah, somebody dropped their stuff. All right. Alrighty, gang, Dalton and I are staying in the area not too far from where he got his Indian, where these line of palm trees are. This is where Mr. Dalton thinks the 1890s building was. And to be honest with you, we've gotten both our barbers. My 1800s Indian, Alex's 1800 Indian, and the Rosie that he got have all been in this area of this park. So we're going to stay in this area. And gang, I just pulled this thing out, and I'll say exactly what I said when it came out. What the hell is that thing? Because I don't have a clue. So if anybody knows what that is, please let me know. Alright. Alrighty, gang, here's my plug from that whirligig thing I just found. Mr. Dalton was just digging a signal over there. I came right here by the cigarette butt and I said, I'm not digging a 14. Swept over by this palm tree. It was a solid 12. Never moved off 12. And I said, but I'll dig a 12. And Dalton said, you betcha. And gang, it was down there about 4 or 5 inches. Mr. Dalton's going to pick it up. It is a green nickel.
Okay, do you have an 1800s
Nickel?
nickel?
Yes, I got that up
Okay.
in
Oh, that's right.
up in the old park up there in North Florida.
Oh, you got another one.
Fantastic. My second 1800s nickel.
97.
Oh my gosh, I don't have that. Boy, that's even beautiful, even with the environmental dots on it. That is just gorgeous. Sitting right here, gang, like 4 inches, just waiting for us. Yep, Mr. Dalton said this park's not hunted out, and he is correct. Oh, look at that beautiful V. All right, gang.
Score.
We both got an 1800s coin today. Our moods are much better now. All righty. Well, gang, this may only be clad, but my machine went crazy on it from 28 to 32. $96 clad quarter, but I'll take it, guys. My second quarter here. Alrighty, gang, right here I'm getting ready to cover this plug back up. I had a really bouncy deep signal. Couldn't find it. Kept going deeper, and come to find out I kicked it out with the first shovelful. And gang, it's my first Wheatie of the day, and it is a 44. So our oldest wheat penny of the day. I'm on the board with a Wheatie. So Dalton's got me 2-1 today. Gang, last month for September, Dalton 49, Rob 7 for Wheaties. So I'm gonna try and hang a little closer with him this time. But we both did get 7 silver coins. That might be our best combined month. Hey gang, here comes Mr. Dalton over because I just called him, said I got a ring. I'm pretty sure it's a kid's ring. But we are in this park that is surrounded by 1930s houses. This is where we decided to try after lunch. And I'll show it to him first, then I'll get my glasses on. Kid's ring?
Yeah, it's got...
Or do you think it's old?
It's got writing in there.
Okay.
I don't know if it's silver or not.
Yeah, it does have writing in there. Alrighty guys, we'll get this cleaned up when we get back to the house and we'll let you know. It's got a little heartstone in there. First thing besides clad. Hey gang, we are back here in the waterfront park by the marina. Mr. Dalton's been going over there. We pulled up the plot map again, or the Sanborn map, and there were 4 buildings in the 1890s here. And gang, I said I'm going to work my way towards the shelter and do this area, but before I even got there, I got a bouncy 23-25 signal. Dug that first hole, couldn't find anything. Ran my machine over, I got a 13 nickel signal here, and right in between the 2 holes, a coin popped out, gang, and I was hoping it was going to be a Wheatie. And guys, it is my new oldest coin. It is a beautiful IHP, and you flip that baby over, and it is, let's get a focus on it in the shade. It is an 1881, gang, my new oldest coin. And I think the first time I've ever gotten 2 1800 coins in a day, I think.
Well, it's killing it.
Gang, we've had permissions that didn't go well today, and we didn't find much old stuff, and we come back here to our 1890s park that we've hammered at least a dozen times, and it's still producing. How you doing, sir? Look at that. There it is, 1881. And down here in this dry sand that just treats it perfectly. There we go. Look at that. On the back's even nicer. Okay, we got an episode now, as the Hoover boys would say.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Don said, yeah, I'd say so. Oh my gosh, gang. No silver coins today, but man, I just can't stop smiling right now. I am just a smiling fool. All right, and Mr. Dalton calls a Wheatie. He says, don't come over, it's a 57D. But that's his 3rd Wheatie of the day. All right. Hey gang, we just had that nice couple there stop and talk to us, ask us what we found. So we showed them the V-nickel, we showed them my Indian, and then Dalton showed them this.
Might be a 1-0, but I gotta get the loop.
He's got a Wheatie that's slicker than the one he got a few weeks ago, gang. This one's just, I mean, you could play skee ball with that thing. And we may not get a date off until we get the loop, but that back is about as worn as I've ever seen. So it's probably going to be 1910 or teens, but that's going to be a 100-plus-year-old coin right there. And that would be our 4th one for the day. Outstanding. All right. Alrighty, gang. It's probably getting after 4 p.m., maybe closer to 5. We've moved over here towards this shelter area. We've never really done over this area here. And Mr. Dalton just gave me the Indian head signal. He couldn't let us be tied today 1-to-1, could he? No.
No?
No, because he doesn't like me much. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see the feathers on the headdress from here.
1902. Ooh, look at the back.
It'll clean right up with my glove. The nubbies on my glove. And it's a little rough, but we'll get it. It's just crusty dirt on top of it, but 1902, the man is correct.
Nice.
Alrighty. Alright guys, he's maybe 10 feet from his other Indian head right over here. I didn't call him a slob on camera this time, but I'm going to call him a slob on camera this time. He just gave me another Indian signal. He couldn't let us be tied 1-to-1. And then he couldn't be up 2-to-1. He's now got to be up 3-to-1. At least I got my V-nickel. And gang, he's over here in the crap grass over by the parking lot. Of course, a penny doesn't know that.
Right on the plug.
That's it?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep. On the front.
This came out exactly like his other one. 05. Another 100-year-old coin, gang. 100-plus-year-old coin. The front's about the same shape, and the back's got this white. Oh, that's coming right off. Well, these will clean up nice. Not, you know, not in perfect condition, but
We can get it a little better at home.
absolutely. But 1905, gang. Mr. Dalton's third. Wow, it's our first day with 4. We got 3 on the 1900 property.
Hey, let's keep going.
I know, we just get more firsts every day. Alrighty, good people, Mr. Dalton is staying from the curb, or the sidewalk, to the curb area, to the parking lot. He says I can come over here, but nope, this is his hot spot. His 3rd Indian from here, his 4th for the day.
He's ugly.
This one's ugly.
Oh yeah.
Has it been rode long and hard and put away wet? Or just rode over? Oh yeah, that's got
not
some,
even the coin. That's something on
that's
the
got
coin.
a blob of tar or something. Yeah, that's melted glass or tar or something. Yeah, until we get that off, we're not gonna be able to get a date. It's on the back too. It's ugly, but it's an Indian. All right. Well, gang, I can't let this be completely the Dalton show. I'm on my side of the sidewalk, and I just got a, I was hoping it said 12, but I think it's 42.
42.
42 Wheaties, so my second Wheatie for the day. So we're tied for wheat now.
No, I got 4.
You got 4 Wheaties today?
Yeah.
He's a slob. He's the freaking coin master is what he is. All right, my second Wheatie, an Indian, a V-nickel, silver jewelry, and the little ring we don't know about yet. And he's got 4 Wheaties, 4 Indians. We're just kicking ass today, people. Alrighty, gang, it's almost 5:30. The sun's getting really low in the sky. I got a 23, 24, 25 signal here. And guys, got me a Canadian penny today. And I think it's a young head. No, it's a middle-aged one. Let me get I'll give you the year later. Alrighty, guys, it's 10 to 6. We're wrapping up for the night. Unloading all the stuff into the car. Alrighty. Hey, gang, here's our wrap-up from mine and Dalton's 3-4 hunts today. 4, I guess. 2 in the park. 1 at the backyard of the 1898 house, and then 1 at the 1924 permission. That we were kicked off in 10 minutes because the tenant gave us permission, but the owner lived across the street and he didn't like that, and his wife looked out the window and said, I do not want them digging holes in my yard. And he came over and said, boys, you got to wrap it up. And that was the end of that. But anyway, here's all my clad, $2.82. For once I beat Mr. Dalton, $2.73? 7 cents. I beat him by a nickel. But he got me on the coins. 4 Indians for him today, guys, including an 1888, the undated one that had a blob of metal or something on it. We've been trying to scrape it off, but yeah, we gotta admit, she's rough. No date. And then a 1906, or a 1905, and a 1902. Yep. And then he got 4 Wheaties, guys. A 59 Jefferson. None of the Wheaties are super old.
Yeah.
Oh, 59 nickel. I thought you got a 59 penny. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you said nickel that day. And then he got this thing, guys, that we think was went on the end of something that you can see the little attachments there, but that's probably vintage too. And then he got a Princess Pat 1930s. Ooh, that looks good. That's a good shot of that right there. We haven't tried to open it yet, guys, but that's a Princess Pat circa 1930s rouge case. And then we each got one of the old-timey roofing nails. And then my old copper fuse. Lots of copper today, gang. My old master lock from the backyard of the 1898. This blob of lead from the backyard of the 1898. The piece of cap gun from the backyard of the 1898. And my Olympic yachting token from Atlanta 1996 Olympics with the Olympics on the front, and I believe it says General Mills on the bottom. This would be a perfect token to use at oxalate or whatever it is, acid.
Oh yeah.
And then my coins, guys, I got 2 Wheaties today, a 42 and a 44. I got a 97 Canadian or 94 Canadian. And the little ring I found in the park, guys, I just buffed it out on my buffer. It looks pretty good. And we looked at it with the loop, and it says STER period. A vintage sterling ring and a vintage sterling bunny's head charm. with his 2 ears. It's still got the little clip to go on your necklace. Okay, it says Sterling on one side, and then the maker, there's Sterling. Oh, that's a good shot. And then this is the maker's mark. And then my coins of the day, guys. The first time I've ever gotten 2 1800 coins in the same day. My new oldest coin, 1881 Indian head. And my second 1800s V-nickel, 1897. And I think this is my 4th V-nickel. But gangs, we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and this Dalton's Indian, or this Dalton's Wheatie that's so worn, we think it's 1901 something. So that would make another 100-year plus coin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 100-year plus coins today. A new record for us, up from I think 5 in one day. So gang, not exactly last week, but a pretty impressive board for a day that started off getting kicked off of permission and finding very little in the backyard of an 1898 house. We our hunted out park that we've done a dozen times really came through. Alrighty gang, thanks for watching.